Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Same Spirit Gaming. My name is Matt.
And I'm Jordan.
We have made it to the second island in Sonic Frontiers.
Sick.
And, I gotta find memory tokens so I can talk with Knuckles and do stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, progress the story.
Random question while you're looking for stuff. And this is gonna date the episode, but whatever. There's a new Pokemon trading card game for mobile, and I just checked it out. It came out, I think, yesterday, or very recently, at least. I don't think it's on PC, but Matt, if you're playing, I want to add you. If you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah, didn't really know that was a thing, so I might check it out.
I mean, I don't know. I might be more of a card game guy than you, but I've been really trying to look for a new one. I like Hearthstone. I got back into it for a little bit, but I don't know. There's something about Hearthstone that you play it a while and it's really fun, and then things get old and you just get burned out. I don't know. It's weird. It's like there's a very defined meta, and once you've played the meta for a certain amount of time, it's like you're basically playing the same 5 games every time you get into the queue. That's the biggest problem. And they try to shake up the meta. But
that was what kind of got me annoyed with the Magic the Gathering arena.
Yeah.
Because, everybody's try-harding it with the best possible decks. And I'm just like, why? Y'all have too much free time to be able to get these cards in the first place.
I did try hard in Hearthstone, and I got to legend rank. But then it even made me less motivated because it was like, okay, I'm at the highest rank you can possibly get. Now what? I'm never gonna be top in the world. So I don't know.
Yeah.
At the end of that season, I was just like, I don't even feel like playing anymore.
See, at least the MTG arena was a little bit better eventually it was, with giving you stuff to do because of that. Every once in a while, the top-ranked players would actually, get their own tournament thing within the arena, which then if they did well enough in that, they actually got an invitation to a, in-person tournament.
Wow. That would be cool. I also basically it's draft mode for Hearthstone, but there's no ranked or any ranks whatsoever in the draft mode for Hearthstone, and I loved drafting for MTG, and I'm really good at the draft mode. It's called Arena in Hearthstone. I get the maximum number of wins you can get multiple times, but it's why? I don't know. It's just the same thing after a while. I don't know. It's possible this Pokemon game will turn into the same thing, but maybe not. Something to do. Let's see.
Yeah, I guess that's something that a lot of players appreciate about Magic the Gathering just in general, is because they keep coming out with new sets, which keeps changing the meta, and
yeah, The other thing that Magic does that I like, and that Hearthstone has kind of tried to do, is they have different formats. So you have like standard, which is the past 3, and then I forgot what the other ones are called, extended or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's technically a lot of different formats in Magic. There's standard, there's Commander, which is what I usually go and play with some people at the local card shop on Fridays.
Nice.
Commander's probably got the fewest rules and or banned cards, so
okay,
that's a big reason that gets a lot of play. But then there's also like a version of that that's meant more so for only having 2 players. That's called Brawl.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, there's a bunch of memory tokens. Jeez.
Nice.
Finally.
Talk to Knuckles. Yeah, Hearthstone just has standard and wild. And wild, you can use any card ever. Standard is just the most recent one. So it's... yeah, wild is insane. It's just like... I mean, it's like any card game where you can use anything. It's crazy one-turn combo type stuff. And then standard is just the meta.
Pretty much the entire meta of anything in Magic's Commander format is just find ways to make infinite combos that win you the game.
Yeah.
And when I say infinite, I literally mean infinite.
Yeah, I mean, that can be fun. But especially if you're a new player, it's like, you know, oh, what am I supposed to do? Kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's the problem with it. Being someone who is new and or like doesn't have the cards to set up these infinite combos or whatever, then you're kind of defenseless against it.
Yeah. I will say, one thing I did play in Hearthstone that was super fun is something called Twist Mode, which they gave, like, basically you chose from a pre-selected number of, like, 15 decks, and the rules were all different, too. And so, like, no one had an advantage by having more cards. It was just like, oh, well, these are pre-selected decks.
Yeah.
And that was very fun because, I don't know, like, there is a meta, but there's also, it's like, the games felt a lot different. I don't know how to explain it, but that was really fun.
Yeah.
It's not always going, though. It's only like a sometimes mode for some reason. Oh, no!
I'm like, we got Knuckles out, but...
Ghost. I'm working on it, okay? What's going on with you? Just a little side effect of the island's weird energy. What are you doing so far from home?
I was investigating some strange ruins when I was transported here, then got trapped.
Never a dull moment with you.
What kind of facial expression is that?
Listen, help me find the Chaos Emerald so I can beat up some big robots. You'll be free and back to guarding the Master Emerald in no time.
Sounds like a plan.
They've got a very, like...
You are the key. Be empowered with this
I don't know.
technique.
Almost like... friendly rivalry thing going on.
Yeah.
At least I think
seems like
that's what it's supposed to be.
It seems like they forgot about it for a ton of games, but like in Sonic 3, that's how it was. He was like kind of almost an antagonist. And then it was just like, oh no, he's one of Sonic's friends now. and nothing ever happens. And then this one, they're like, oh yeah, no, actually, he is a rival. I'm probably forgetting some stuff, but yeah. Also, pardon my ignorance, but
Looks like he was playing
what
with full invasion.
is the Master Emerald that he's guarding? Like, what does that do?
You know, I'm not sure I'm the right person to ask that question.
I can't remember what that was, but that was his job. If I remember correctly, in Sonic Adventure 1 that he talked a lot about it.
I mean, I would figure it's some kind of like souped up Chaos Emerald, but I guess the question is, in what way?
Yeah.
Alright, I need to try and find a portal, which I currently do not have any revealed, so gotta reveal more of the map first, I guess. Or at least it would certainly help. Oh, yeah. So we were talking, like, formats for
Yeah.
Hearthstone and MTG and whatnot. Like, I think even just the sheer variety of formats in Magic kind of help make it more popular long term.
Yes.
Because there's even some where it's like you don't even need to have the best, rarest cards or anything like that. There's a format called
like
Pauper that
Yeah.
literally it's only common and uncommon cards.
I love it. I love that stuff. That sounds really fun. And did you say you can play that in Arena?
I'm not sure if all those formats are available in Arena. I haven't played Arena in a while.
My problem was because I was like, okay, I played a lot of Magic IRL, and I have a bunch of cards sitting around. But hey, there's this PC game, MTG Arena. Maybe I'll try it out. I like Magic. I used to play it. Blah blah blah. I log in, try to play a couple games, but I wasn't familiar with like a lot of the cards, so I was pretty much just sitting there, like reading and trying to like get up to speed with the cards. I spent like 2 hours just like playing tutorials and trying to learn all the cards again.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I could have, like, with any other game, I feel like I could just jump in and actually just play, but I just felt like I was so behind. I don't know.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of reading to do for Magic.
The card text has gotten way longer. And like trying to put a whole deck together with learning all the new mechanics and stuff, it was just a little overwhelming. I can't imagine being somebody who has never played Magic trying to get into it.
Yeah, I stopped playing paper Magic for a few years, and when I went back to it, everybody's like, yeah, pretty much anything you have is going to be less powerful than the newer cards.
Yeah.
Just outright.
Power code. Oh, did I just hallucinate this, or is Magic collabing with Marvel?
Oh, geez. They have collabs planned with Marvel, with Final Fantasy, with all sorts of, like,
Insane.
big IPs. They've already had collabs with a bunch of other things, too. They had a Godzilla collab at one point.
Lord of the Rings one, but like for Lord of the Rings, it makes sense. Like they're at least similar universes. But like Marvel is
They've also had
Very
collabs
different.
with, let's see here, Fallout
Oh, what the heck? How does that even work?
and Assassin's Creed.
Okay, see, the medieval ones I can kind of understand. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's when I used to play, that would be like unheard of. It would just be like so random.
Well, I mean, there are some fans that theorize that it's basically, you know, the kind of the last effort to keep the game popular and relevant.
I can see that.
Because at least its profitability has been dwindling over the past few years.
Marvel just seems like a weird collab to me. I don't know. That just seems really weird. But
So a lot of these times with the collabs that they do, they're actually taking cards that already exist and basically just reskinning them.
okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, although usually the more character-oriented stuff, it's new, but I don't know, like similar to some previous stuff.
Yeah.
But then there's different, like, kind of equipments and things like that, where that is almost entirely just a reskin of an older card.
Yeah, it's just weird, like, and these are going to be legal in other formats, so it's going to be like, oh, I'm playing my Squirrel token deck, and then this guy's like, oh yeah, well, I'm playing my Captain America deck. It's like, what the? It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's random. But, yeah, I mean, I also understand the business aspect. They definitely have to keep it profitable. It's just weird.
Yeah, I think it's also been, like, doing more of that stuff ever since the War of the Sparks set, which was kind of Magic's Infinity War.
Ah, okay. Yeah, Magic lore is very interesting. You could read about it for hours.
Oh, they've made books just of lore. Even lore for specific sets, in some cases.
Oh, wow.
Like, I think they made a companion lore book for the War of the Spark set.
I mean, I guess, like, planeswalkers themselves are supposed to be, like, kind of going through... Not kind of. They are going through, like, the sets, which are different dimensions, and so it's, like... Kind of makes
It's
sense.
kind of the definition of a planeswalker, in a way. Like,
Yeah.
each different area is considered a plane, and the fact that they have the ability to go between these planes makes them a planeswalker.
If you have never played Magic, you have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
What's your favorite episode of Same Spirit Gaming? I like the one where they talk about magic while playing Sonic Frontiers. I'm kidding. I don't know. Someday I'll get back into Magic, but it's a steep learning curve, that's for sure. Maybe, I don't know, is this a good time for passage of the day? I don't really have a good segue.
Yeah,
Like
I
we
mean, I'm
usually do.
about to do one of the portal things, which means there definitely won't be story development for a little bit, so...
Okay.
So the answer is yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I have Ephesians.
Oh, look at that, more Green Hill Zone.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? Wow. All right. Yeah, this is Ephesians 2, verses 8 through 10. For it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. I know I've read the 8 and 9 about being saved through faith, and it's a gift from God, not by works, so that no one can boast. But I wanted to read all of this, but mainly for now, discuss verse 10, where it actually does mention works. So you're not saved by your works. You're saved by faith. You don't have to do a whole bunch of stuff in order to be saved. I guess that's just another way of saying it. However, God has prepared things for us to do, aka works, in advance. So, like, he has a plan for our lives, and we can choose to take those opportunities to do his will and his handiwork and those good works. So, yes, that's not what saves you. However, there are works that we are called to do. There are things we are called to do and use our God-given talents.
Yeah.
And so I don't think I read that in the last time I read that verse, but it's also an important thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, I mean, the good work should be the, like, natural outpouring of a saving faith anyway.
Yes, true. Yeah.
I don't know how many vault keys I need to get. So I'm not even sure what the next Chaos Emerald's supposed to be. Well, okay, that says +3. So that's probably the Chaos Emerald I'm supposed to get next. I guess if I go back to this portal, get the other 2 missions, it'll give me a bonus key, which should be enough. So maybe I could do that. I don't know. I'll try.
So I'm not trying to keep the conversation just on magic the entire time, although this episode will be pretty much dedicated to it. What are you, like, up to date on the most current set, or do you just, like, keep the cards that you've had and kind of play with them? Okay.
I mean, I have purchased cards from the 2 most recent sets.
Okay.
The ones that aren't, like, just, you know, offshoots of other things. Like, sometimes they do stuff that specifically reprints, or the, like, you know, kind of more advertising themed sets that they collab with other IPs and whatnot.
Okay.
Aside from that, I have bought stuff from the other most recent sets.
Gotcha. And do you just like buy the booster packs, or like decks, or?
Depends a little bit, and actually now I'm realizing I guess it's the 3 most recent sets. One of them I just bought a, like, pre-made commander deck outright because I kind of needed one.
Yeah, yeah.
But then for the two most recent ones, I bought like a booster box that has like 10 packs or something in it.
Yeah.
Also comes
I
with
just
a
asked
special
be-
D20.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I used to get those too. Yeah, now that you mention it, I did get some of those. But sometimes I would also go to like pre-release events where they would have like a draft tournament with the new set, and that was always fun for me.
Yeah, if it weren't for me establishing an earlier sleep schedule, I would maybe do some of those at the local card shop.
That's true.
But they usually do them
go
as
very
like
late.
they usually do them as like draft tournaments that don't start until like probably 7 p.m.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Now that you say that, I probably couldn't do that anymore because it's like you're up all night, literally all night.
So yeah, those are the rare weeks I don't end up going to the card shop. Of course, I say rare. It's not that rare. It's like, I guess just that I go more often than I don't. And when I don't, it's usually because of some pre-release tournament event thing.
Yeah. I mean, those tournaments are like way more fun when you go with like a big group of friends. Like in college, we used to do that. We used to get like 5 or 6 people and just like try to overtake the tournament and completely fail. It was super fun.
Yeah. I mean, I have somewhat gotten to know the regulars at the card shop.
Yeah. Oh, I'm moving to North Carolina. I pretty much just said where I'm moving. I'm moving to North Carolina, and the area we're moving has a card shop that I'm definitely gonna check out at some point. So I'm looking forward to that once we're there. I don't know when that'll be. Once we're there. Doxed myself. GG.
No, people know what state you'll be living in. It's not like there's a total of thousands of miles that you could possibly go across.
Yeah, states are pretty big. Although on the East Coast they're smaller. But yeah, I didn't say Rhode Island, so that one probably be a bit worse.
I don't think I like this part. Because it's literally just trying to get around all these missiles and stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to get around those, but also the spikes, but then, like, kind of almost force you to get hit at some moments. At least there's this stuff kind of up above the ground that helps a little bit. Why, Sage? Why did you have to make it angry?
You cannot run forever. Final warning. Leave.
Final warning.
That was a warning?
Was I already up here? I think I was already up here.
This looks familiar, yeah.
Yeah. I really don't think I want to fight that right now. Well, says talk to Knuckles, but not there, I guess, because the waypoint has me going further. Well, I guess before I go talk to Knuckles again, we could actually wrap up this episode.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, that might be a good time. Yeah, good little break. Well, for more Magic the Gathering conversations, no, I'm kidding. For more Sonic Frontiers, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode.
We might talk about more Magic the Gathering, who knows?
Yeah, I'm sure we will. We've probably talked about it before, too. Yeah, thanks for watching.
Hold up, what just happened
What?
there? That looked like it took the
Yeah.
Chaos Emerald away.
What? I didn't know that could happen. Okay, well, before we end the episode, let's try to get that back. That's
Yeah.
important. I was not aware that could happen.
There. Okay.
Wow. All right, then.
Anyway, okay. Before anything else happens. Thanks for watching, everybody. And,
Come back for more.
yeah. Maybe leave comments with things you'd like us to talk about.
Yeah, or Bible verses or card games.
All right. For now, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.